Good morning, traders. Today is September 28th. It's 9:35 in the morning. The market has opened. I tried to do a video earlier this morning drawing my clout lines, but it did not have any sound. So here's what they look like. I posted them on Twitter for you. But had some comments regarding that, but that's okay. I'm going to try to see if I can catch a live trade to kind of show you how that works. Just to kind of give you an overall view of my thoughts. Obviously, we're still trading below the daily cloud. My bias is obviously very negative. It has been since this is a weekly cloud since this candle here, April 22nd, 2022, when we kind of re-entered the cloud again. We finally broke through it, and at this level 406.45, I said, we're shorted pretty heavily. Anyway, as of now, back to the 5 minute, we traded up pre-market. We almost hit our goal of 357.86. I'm currently in cash, but we had a violent, I'll say a very quick 40-point rally up to this 365.06 level. We've traded down to this 363, now 363.16 level, and bounced back up. I'm looking for a break here of this line, and we've done that several times, but I'm really looking for a confirmation candle where I'm looking for a open below this yellow line and kind of a confirmation of a lower low of these levels. Otherwise, it's just chop. We start here and we go back up here, and then we go back and forth. This is a very difficult market to trade, and the reason for it being is that the volatility. We could have a major short covering at any time of 40 or 50 points, or the bottom could drop out. So you could be correct in your thesis and everything else. So here we have a drop below the yellow line. So I am carefully watching that, and I don't, it may retract, so I have to wait. This is a 5 minute chart, so I have to wait a couple more minutes to see where it closes and see if a candle opens up below it and where we trade from there. I'm also watching news and sweeps and so forth on another screen. Actually, I need to pull that up. So right now I'm just waiting for confirmation. So I'm going to stop the video for a minute and just kind of wait to see where this candle comes. And if I have comments, I'll turn it back on so we don't have a hour-long video while I wait on the trade. So I am back. As you can see, we're still hugging this 363.18 level here, and should start the next candle here any moment, and I want to see where it opens up to see if I want to take a trade or not. It opened up slightly below, but then a tick up, so that's a no trade. So it looks like we're probably going to compress some candles here right along this line, and I'm just going to have to wait it out. If we either break below this line here, which I'm going to make it let's make it a blue line. So for a trade, or above kind of this level for a trade. In between, it's just kind of choppy. So I wait. I made Cess VWAP here. So anyway, I'll come back when I see something. All right, I'm back a couple minutes later. As you can see, this candle actually traded up to this next yellow line, 363.89, shot right up to it through VWAP, but then is now retreating again. So that's really what I'm looking for, is a quick. I really want it to go. I want a short, but I'm looking for it to bounce up to here, and then see how it acts up here. And then if we get a retrieve, I may take a trade, and you have to scalp it. You have to be quick in this market. So anyway, or below here, and then I may look if I start getting some big red candles. So it's just a wait and see mode. Just have to be patient. I can see it go in both directions. So if it does trade up here, I do want to be careful and before I take the trade, and make sure that we don't keep going up into this 363 level or even this 367.26 level. It can easily happen. So again, so traded up here. If I would have taken the short trade, there's not a whole lot of room between these two numbers. Looks like about 7 points on ES. But, you know, if you would have bought it here and then all of a sudden it would have reversed 10 points, that's pretty significant. You know, that's $500 on the ES contract. So, and if you're trading two or three of them, that's $1,500 depending on an account. Or you may be trading an MES contract, which is only 5 per, but still, you know, then you're looking at 60 or $70 this way. So it's just all about timing. This game's like real estate. It's all about timing. All right, I'll be back. Okay, and we are now testing this 363.89 level, and we're going to get through it. Um, and let's see if we test this 365.06 level. I'll just sit with you guys for a minute here. I expect it to actually retrace, but we'll see. I like it for it to go up to this level, and I may take that trade short. And it just depends on how it acts. I want to mark this kind of candle right here. So I'm going to put another blue line. Oh, blue line up here. Kind of right there. Edit blue. So if I do post this chart, I don't confuse you guys. What are those blue lines? I get so many questions every day. What does that mean? How does that work? What does this do? What does that do? I'm like, guys, I don't answer most of you. Sorry. But some of the questions are like, you got to learn some basics first on how to trade. I don't have time for it. I don't get paid for this. I do it for free. So, you know. This is one of the simplest methods you can use. I mean, for crying out loud, you're drawing lines, you know, on dots, and then you just got to learn how to use them to your advantage. Man, I'm seeing a lot of good sweeps going through on some stocks as well. Looks like Bitcoin is, you know, I guess it's hanging in there. It's not doing great. GLD, gold. Gold is aggressive. Maybe people are going to safe haven. The banks, JPM, pretty aggressive, you know. Supposedly in high interest environments, the bank do well. See how we traded up here and then tested this line again. So it's just a question of how good do you feel about it? You know, is this setting up to be a bull flag where we trade right here, we compress and then all of a sudden we shoot up, or do we go down and test this level again? So that's kind of what we're doing. That's why I want to kind of get a trade up to this level, feel more comfortable taking a 7 to 10 point gain. Because if you would short it here at this level at, let's call it 364.61, and you know, that was a 10-point move right here. But at the same time, it could have gone there, and there's not a level to trade off here. So you wait. Now we're broken down with this, between this yellow line. So you could trade this if this isn't this to me, VWAP is in the way, and it's also, this could also be a bull flag. It's halfway down this green line. We could shoot right on up. Some people will take the straight short to go for this line, and they get burned because it reverses immediately and trades up here. Okay, well, no trades. So we pause again. By the way, I'm back. This is a chart of Citigroup. You know, the banks are doing really well. There may be a reversal of this low or a short covering bounce. It's stacking candles. Sometimes this reverses, but I may look for I'm going to set an alert kind of around, I mean, it already hit there, but I'm seeing if it'll retrace one more time to this level. I'm going to set it up for right like 43.12, and I may take that trade long, so I'm going to edit that. Oops, I'm going to set an alert right there. So if it trades below, it'll alert me to possibly take a long. So just wanted to give you an update. And here's SPY currently. Again, we're just, you know, how we talked about, it was down here before I paused the video. Now we're kind of back up here a minute later. So it's just bouncing back and forth. I want to keep this video no more than 30 minutes long. So I'm hoping to, we're 9 minutes in now. So I'm hoping to catch a trade before then. So I'm just going to keep pausing it until I see something, or if I have a comment, I'll try to entertain you. You don't want me singing on here, trust me. I cannot sing. Okay, I'm back like 20 seconds later. You can see the next candle open up. You know how I remember I told you guys here about this, that this particular candle went down here, and some people try to short it to down here, but look at this, it reversed, setting up as a bull flag. You have VWAP in the way. This is this is reading price action. Part of it, it takes a lot of time and effort and learning and experience and screen time and all that to kind of get a feel for that. I still struggle with it even after God knows how many years of trading and so forth. But anyway, still looking for this level. But I just wanted to point that out. Okay, guys, this is C right here. It actually almost traded back down to my level. I just missed it. I should have moved it up just slightly. And now it's onto a higher high. It would have been a quick little scalp of 20, 30 points. I expect this to kind of staircase up to kind of this level. If you want to try to use clout lines on it, you can try to attempt that. It's a little harder on stocks. Stocks are prone to news and to more fundamentals, while SPY is more technical, liquid in nature. I mean, there's just not one. It's more about the Fed and more, that's what moves SPY instead of news on one particular stock can really play havoc on movements in a stock is what I'm trying to say. I think SPY, for that matter, or trading futures for that matter, is more technical in nature than news driven. It is news driven, but not as fundamentally important as technical. I hope that makes sense. I'm back. I do want to point out something as we continue to wait for a trade. It's a lot of people get very impatient and want to chase the market. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to go long here," or "I'm going to go short here." That's where I see most people blowing up their accounts. Trading can get very, very boring. You want to work a system that you do the same thing really over and over and over and over again. You're not going to be right all the time, but if you're right 75 to 80% of the time and you have correct, what do you call it, correct risk parameters in place, stop losses, if you will, you can be successful. It's the hard part is fighting yourself. It's your emotions. It's your boredom, if you will. Trading should be boring. It can be super exciting for sure when when you're making a ton of money, or when the market is going against you, or you're sweating because you're losing in a bad losing trade or whatnot. But none of those things should really happen. That's a gambler's mentality. That's what gamblers feel. It's that rush. Trading should be kind of calm, and believe me, I struggle with it all the time, and I'm sure everybody does, because it's not an easy thing to do. But you have to wait for your setups. Good traders wait for their setups. Good traders stick to their parameters. They are very quick to admit, which I struggle with, when they're wrong. Yesterday I was wrong, and I took a 35-point loss that should have really only been a 10-point loss. I knew better, but my own, my own ego got in the way, or my own thesis, and that happens. Like, I know it's going to turn around. I don't want to sell these 10 contracts or 15 contracts because I don't want to pay the commission, or whatever the case may be. It's very easy to take a loss on something, and if you still believe in it, you can always buy it back cheaper if it keeps selling off, or if it reverses, walk away, reset, and look for something else. Don't harp on it. In this business, there is an opportunity every minute somewhere. It's just for you to find it. You got to just find a better opportunity. So patience is key. Preservation of capital. Write it down. Preservation of capital. Do not take the risk if you are not sure. Period. If you are not sure, do not take the risk. All right, I'll be back. I'm back. One more thing I want to add. The longer that we sit here at this level, if we kind of, it's almost kind of a bull flag. Here's the thing right here, and we got another one right here, and now we are kind of compressing in this zone here. So if we break out above this level, I can easily see us break out above here the longer we compress in this kind of range. So that's why I'm waiting for this blue line or that blue line. And I may not, I said earlier I may short this, but the more I look at this, I want to make sure that we don't break out, because if we do break out above this blue line and we get some good volume, then I need to wait, because it may be a good buying opportunity actually to this kind of next level, or it probably this 367.26 level. So I got to be very wary of that. So I think that's may happen. So right now I may actually rethink this and see if we break out of this kind of compression bull flag type thing. So anyway, you constantly change your mind. You're constantly analyzing. So, but we're starting to get up there. So we'll see what happens. So come back. Okay, I'm back. That was quick. We're almost at the blue line, so now I want to pay attention to what I want to do. I personally think, looking at all the green I see on my screen, I think this is going to break out. So I'm actually getting ready to buy. And I am long right now, which is 368.350. So I think we're going to shoot up here to this level. So I may get 6 points, scalps 6 points. So I want to kind of see what happens. And if we get to through this level, then, there's a good trade here to this 367 level. But my first initial is it's going to go up here. It's going to trade back down to this blue-yellow line, compress, and then do it again, compress, and then shoot up. It's never, straight candle after candle unless it's some kind of news event. So when you see a trade up here and then fade back to this level like this, and this halfway candle kind of holds, that's a good buying opportunity, kind of like right here. So it may trade down to here, or and that's where I would look to add. And actually, okay, I'm actually adding here at this level right here. Come on, fail. Okay, failed. Added contracts at 36.72. So I think this VWAP will hold. So now see how that's a big hammer candle, kind of reverses to this yellow line. So my stop on this will have to be down this blue line, but I think that it's just going to try to sucker out the hands that are willing to hold and reverse and go up. So I have no issues with it. All right, so I'm just going to wait for this to play out one way or another. So I'll just kind of put it on pause, and then we'll come back once I have something to report, one way or another. Okay, I am back for a minute. I kind of bought up here at this level. Again, I didn't wait for my own confirmation, but that's okay. But this is still a good trade. We have this big long green candle. We're still holding the halfway candle of this trade right here. So we're still in a bullish setup. So again, I'm actually looking to add one more contract, which I'm going to do right now. And that one is filled. So I have my average. Okay. And now I just wait, and I'm kind of shooting for a target of here, kind of this level right here. So I have one filled at 36.83.50, one filled at 36.72, and one filled at 36.67.25. I got to do some math and see what my average is. I guess I can look right there. All right, I'll be back. Oh my God, I did the same thing as I did yesterday. I completely forgot to check that the Fed is talking. which they are, started at 10 o'clock. That's why we're seeing this. That was seeing the bump up, and the couple candles right now is due to the Fed Bostic is speaking. It's the same old stuff. So it's, they're saying lack of progress means Fed will need to be moderately restrictive with rates in the 4.25 to 4.5 range by year's end. That's old news. Baseline right now, 75 basis point increase at November Fed meeting and 50 in December. So algos are reacting to it. That's why we're trading down to this. I did this yesterday as well. So this is what that looks like on Trade Exchange. This is Trade Exchange right here. Kind of gives you the headlines as they come in. So now we're down here. So when he stops talking, and we also have pending house sales, we should most likely get a recovery. So I could actually buy some more right here. But right now, 3 contracts is enough for me. Let me make sure that there's no other Fed talk or anything else I need to be aware of. So let me scroll up here to, let's see here, to the morning mashup. I just want to see. All right, so there's plenty of Fed speakers today. All right, Bullard is going to talk in a minute, and then Powell, and then Bowman, and then Charles. So let me see what happens here and how the algos react to that. God, I wish I would have known that. I probably would have actually stuck with that short. That was dumb. All right. I pause. Okay, I'm back. My average is roughly this purple line is 364.84 on my 3 contracts. I guess I should have added one down here after I started looking at the Fed stuff. Kind of getting a rebound, but I think Powell is still coming and some others. So anyway, I'm just going to stick to my trade. I'm okay with this. I think a lot of the bad news is baked in. We can definitely go lower on different cycles, but I think it just feels like we're due for a short covering rally. So I don't know. Sometimes my gut is better than what my head says. So anyway, just sitting here waiting. Okay, here is a link of Powell's speech straight from Trade Exchange. Welcoming remarks. Powell made no comment on monetary policy, and I think the market may like that. So let's see how they react to it. Initially, as soon as he started, it opened down, and it's kind of reversed into a hammer candle. So, based on that price action, I'm still comfortable holding. And here's some other news on Apple for those of you who trade Apple. Apple down on report to iPhone production costs. This happens every iPhone cycle. Production costs off a little. After the launch, Apple always overshoots production goals to suppliers in the summer and cuts in the fall. So there you go. This is a sign demand is healthy. So I don't know. Take it for what it's for what it is. And Trade Exchange, by the way, I am an affiliate of Trade Exchange. They have a program. It costs $50 a month normally. I have a program where you can get 3 months for $99. That's special for our real day trading people. Anyway, for those that are interested, send me a DM and I'll send you the link where you can sign up if you're interested, or you can sign up for a month. I think there may be I think I may have a discount code for that too. And you can give it a shot, but it's nice to have up and running while you're kind of looking at the market and headlines. So we're getting closer and closer back to our level. I wish I had known about the Feds. I wish I would have done it differently, but so be it. So that's what happens. Sometimes you don't make the best moves like yesterday. It's 2 days in a row now. See, even the professor's not the smartest guy on the block. All right, guys, I'll be back. Back again. Someone asked, what is this what do these white candles mean? Those candles are below average candles. Colored candles are above what's average on a 50, it's not day, but a 50 period moving average, if you will, of the volume. So that's what we always speak about when we go through a level. By the way, we're almost back to my original buy level So if we get above this purple line, I'll be in the money. We hit it and trade it right back down, but I think eventually I'm going to get my pop, so I'm just patiently waiting on that. So sorry the video is a little long and you have to hear me talk with little tidbits here and there, but maybe you learn something, maybe you don't, and maybe I'm entertaining, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what that means. See how it turned color green? It's because that volume is now above average, so which is good that we're moving up on above average volume. That's what you want to see. The question is it? It's probably buying, because normally short covering rallies are big long candles and go quickly, or and algo trading go quickly too, based upon news. As of right now, I don't really. There hasn't been any new news stuff. So the nice thing is Powell didn't say anything, didn't comment on policy. So that's why we're seeing it go up. I believe there's another speaker coming up here at some point, so I got to pay attention to that. In the meantime, reality is we're really still stuck in that compression range. We shot up here, boom, and we're kind of right there in the middle. All right, we're actually in the money, in the money, in the money. Want to snap my hands, make it rain. Come on, bitches, get on up there. See, this is how you have to make trading exciting. You have to say, go, go, go. Anyway, I do some really stupid stuff sometimes to entertain myself, but trading can actually be a very lonely profession. I mean, I'm married, I have kids and all that good stuff, but you sit all day. You have to make sure you take care of your body and move around, because I've noticed at my older age that the longer I sit, the more my tendons start to tighten. So I would suggest getting up and out of your chair at least 5-10 minutes every hour. At least that's what my doctor told me, so now I'm telling you. And I'm not a doctor. They play one on TV, but I'm not a doctor. Yes. Okay, come on, hurry up. I want to end this video. All right, come on. I'll leave it on here for a second to see if we can get that spike up to 366.09. Also, it helps to blow sometimes. Whew. Come on, up, and away. So, and because I bought up here, right? But then I, back on the downside, I was okay buying here and here. So my average got down to this purple line. And sometimes that's what you have to do to make a good trade. I do that quite a bit. A lot of people like Harry will talk about buying as the price goes up and adding on stocks, and that's absolutely correct. I do that with equities quite a bit. Here you see me only talk about trading futures, but I also trade equities in a different account. But just for this future stuff, on this method that I developed, I don't know if I developed it. I just kind of happened to come across it and on the lines, and I've been messing with it for a long time, and it's actually been so accurate and working that I'm like, hey, I may be onto something here. So I am the godfather of the cloud line. That's what we'll call it. Definitely did not invent the cloud, but I don't see anyone on the internet using it like I have, or at least I haven't found it. So you can say you heard it here first. All right, here we are. We have that big green long candle, and now we're probably going to trade halfway down back to here and compress and hopefully shoot up, or compress along this blue line and kind of shoot up. But we'll see. Or I mean the yellow line. The blue lines are ones that I drew that are kind of a high and a low from earlier. So anyway, I'll pause it for a second so you don't need to listen to me ramble. Can't even speak English anymore. All right, we're at 29 minutes now. So let's hope that we hit our range here soon. Okay, back up here. Back to that original line here. I have actually a order to sell at 386.50. That's 2 more points from right here, which is right below this yellow line, which would give me a profit of about 10 points. So let's see if it hits. on 3 ES contracts. All right, let me wait and see. Okie dokie, we have hit our goal, and we have made our 10 points. Yay! And now we are breaking through it. So, and that may happen, and we may trade up to this level. But I was just kind of looking for a scalp. It just took a lot longer than I had anticipated. So, anyway, that was it. We hit my goal right now, so I'm gonna end. That's a life trade. That's you kind of get a little bit of everything in there. You get the conviction. Made a mistake by not seeing how the Fed was doing. Then Powell not talking was actually a good sign, because if he had said some bad stuff, the algo probably would have traded and probably may have gone back down here. But instead, we kind of hit my goal. Here, this 367.26 level is definitely in play. Could we reverse off that level? Absolutely, at some point. But again, I think this is a day for the market to kind of gain steam. Keeping an eye on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a good indicator once in a while to see where that market is going. So, hope you learned something. I'm not even going to test this video to see what it sounds like, because I don't want to listen to it for half an hour of my talk. So I'm hoping that it's good and that I don't ramble too much. Love your comments, your feedback, and so forth. Thanks for listening. Bye. Oh, please like and subscribe. And here we may go to that 367.26, but you can see that for yourself.